God asked him to do the unthinkable, not to give money, not to leave his home, but to sacrifice his own son, the son he waited for, the son he loved, the son God himself promised. Why would God ask for something so painful? And what Abraham did next will challenge everything you believe about faith. Abraham was not always called the father of faith, he was once just a man. Waiting for a promise that seemed impossible. God had told him, "You will have a son. And through him, nations will rise." But there was one problem. Abraham was old, very old, and his wife, Sarah, had never been able to have children. Years passed, then decades. Hope slowly turned into silence. Imagine waking up every day, holding on to a promise, but seeing no sign of it coming true. Still, Abraham believed, even when it didn't make sense, even when everything around him said it was too late. Then one day, the impossible happened. Sarah gave birth, a miracle. They named him Isaac, laughter, because that's what he brought into their lives: joy, hope, fulfillment. This was the child of promise, the evidence that God never fails. Everything Abraham had waited for was now in his hands. Then one day, God spoke again. "Take your son, your only son, the one you love, Isaac, and go to the mountain I will show you, sacrifice him there." The same God who gave him Isaac was now asking for him back. Why? This wasn't just a request, it was a test of everything Abraham believed. Did he trust the promise, or the one who made the promise? Imagine the silence that night, no explanation, just a command, and a decision to make. Abraham could have argued, he could have refused, he could have said, "This doesn't make sense." But he didn't. The next morning, he got up early, he saddled his donkey, took 2 servants, and Isaac, his son, walked beside him, not knowing what was about to happen. 3 days, 3 long days of walking. Every step a battle inside Abraham's heart, every glance at Isaac a reminder of what he might lose, and yet, he kept going. As they reached the mountain, Abraham turned to the servants and said, "Stay here, we will go up. And we will come back. Even now." Abraham believed. Isaac carried the wood, Abraham carried the fire. And the knife. Then Isaac asked, "Father, we have the fire and the wood, but where is the lamb?" And Abraham replied, "God will provide." They reached the top, built the altar, arranged the wood. Then Abraham did the unimaginable. He bound Isaac, placed him on the altar, raised the knife. At that moment, faith was no longer words, it was action. Total surrender. Just as the knife was about to fall, a voice cried out, "Abraham! Abraham! Do not lay a hand on the boy. You have shown that you fear God, because you did not withhold your son." Then Abraham looked up, and there it was, a ram, caught in the bushes, the sacrifice. God provided. Isaac was safe, the promise was still alive. God never intended to take Isaac, he wanted Abraham's heart, and Abraham gave it, not because he understood, but because he trusted. Faith is not proven when things are easy, it's proven when nothing makes sense, when you don't understand the process, but still trust the one in control. True faith is not holding on to what God gives. It's being willing to give it back, trusting that He knows best, even when it hurts, even when it's confusing, even when it feels impossible. So let me ask you, if God asked you to surrender the thing you love most, would you obey?